You're listening to Instant Microwave Fuzz, an improvised sketch comedy podcast recorded live in Maui, Hawaii. Aloha. To learn more about Instant Microwave Fuzz, go to IMF Maui on Instagram. Support us on Patreon under Instant Microwave Fuzz. And now on with the show.
Oh, he's coming in.
Come in.
Come in.
Thank you very much. How are you folks?
We're good.
Pretty good. Is it okay that we brought our dog? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. My name is Troy. What are your names?
I'm Jessica.
Jessica and...
My name? You want to know it?
I would love to.
You don't have to give me your name, honey.
You don't have to.
Legally.
I thought this was confidential.
Well, that's the thing. This is an anonymous focus group. You can be whoever you'd like. If you would like to tell me you're Alice Cooper or DB Cooper, I wouldn't know the difference. If you said C. Everett Koop, though, I'd know the difference.
Tell him you're Chris Angel Mind Freak.
I think I'm just... I don't like all the secrecy. I'm William Tilley.
William, Tilly, and Jessica. My name's Troy. And I'm
Is
here.
that your real name?
That is my real name. That's what all my diplomas say, at least.
Wow, smart guy. He's smart, honey.
So we're here today at Religious Information Society headquarters. I am head of R&D. I'm sure you've noticed Christianity, all the religions, the big three, the big five, if you catch my drift. They are all kind of stale, right?
Losing steam.
Old news.
Old news. I like the way you two think. So what we're trying to do is figure out what are some of the new sacraments? Who are some of the new apostles? We want your help to grow the religion from scratch. If you want some of the apostles to be Justin Bieber or some MMA fighter, we want to know. If you want the sacraments to be cracking toothpaste, we want to know. Blood in the body, that's old news. You have something, William.
We're gonna update it?
We're going to update the whole thing, and we're going to launch it as a religion. You guys might be the first 2 members of the religion.
Wow.
Are there any things that you'd like to change about your present religion?
Jesus.
We prefer you didn't curse.
No, I'm just saying, new character.
Oh.
Yeah. Turn it on its head.
Okay.
I like that.
All right. Who are you thinking?
Someone out of this world.
Aliens.
Alien, but more approachable. I'm thinking like a Yo Gabba Gabba type character.
Okay. The more cartoony we get, the more we are worried Scientology will sue us.
Gabbus.
Gabbus.
I like that.
I think I got the 2 right people. Excuse me, I'm going to go over here and talk and gesture to this mirror. Just 1 second, okay?
Okay.
This is it. This is it. All right. Jessica, William.
Yes.
I think there's going to be a lot of excitement for your input. So, I'm sure you know the story of Jesus with the blood and the body, right?
Yes, the blood is wine and the body is bread.
And whosoever eateth shall not taste death.
Yeah.
We want to try a new one. Nobody is eating carbs. People aren't drinking reds anymore. They're drinking
red wine.
whites.
That's for my old aunt.
Exactly. So what we're wondering is, in your ideal world, William, what would those sacraments be? What would you have that would get you into heaven? What would you love to have every Sunday? Like a treat.
Manicotti.
Manicotti?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is a great one.
Wash it down with a monster.
A monster and a manicotti. M. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Jessica, what are you thinking?
I'm along the same lines. I think me and my hubby here, great minds think alike. My idea was tiramisu and Mountain Dew Code Red.
Okay, and I noticed neither of you are the first two actually today. Neither of your sacraments were alcoholic. You went straight past alcohol with the wine, and you went to sounds like energy drinks.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty tired in church. You know, sometimes it gets a little singy. I get a little tired. Pick me right back up again.
Are you familiar with Four Loko?
I am.
Ooh, we can get alcohol. You do a double thing, like
That's
a Jaeger bomb.
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're thinking. We're thinking about our own new energy drink, spiked, so that you can have fun in church.
Oh, I have an idea.
Okay.
Vodka Red Bull. Call it Godda Red Bull.
God the Red Bull. Let me write this down. This is fantastic.
Speaking of Red Bull, I always wanted Jesus to be more, like into extreme sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can sponsor Gibus with, Red Bull. What if he does the highest jump out of a balloon in the upper stratospheres, falls for like 15 minutes, and then he, hits a fucking trampoline or something?
My biggest problem with Evil Knievel was that he was evil. This could be like a Holy Knievel type thing.
Holy Knievel.
Let me ask you this. What if I told you we're in talks now to have Tony Hawk, professional skateboarder,
What?
be the new Lord and Savior?
That's
Would
sick.
that interest you in a church?
Oh, so much more.
Yes, absolutely. Like, so instead of doing the cross, we would then just do a kickflip, and then our sins would be forgiven.
Now, you're the two...
Like a half pipe instead of the whole T thing.
Okay. Oh, you're thinking a half pipe at the front of the church.
Yeah.
All right. These are great ideas, folks. I love this. Now, okay, apostles. We got Tony Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be his 12 homies that
Number
he rolls
one
with?
would have to be Teresa from Real Housewives of New Jersey.
I'm not familiar. Why would you pick her? Why do you like her?
She has a very quintessential scene where she's sitting at a table with a bunch of other people. And honestly, it was extremely entertaining. The whole disciple table sitting thing, the apostles, it needs a little bit of spice.
It's a meme reference I'm getting.
Exactly.
Is that right?
I think if we could get a bunch of meme references, that would be wonderful.
I'm thinking
Okay.
like, what gets people going more than like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC?
Okay.
What if we get both Backstreet Boys and NSYNC? That's going to fill up at least 10 slots.
That is 10 slots. We would, and then maybe it sounds like we fill the other ones up with Jessica's suggestions.
Yep.
What if we decided to make it a baker's dozen? Again,
Ooh, Fred Savage.
the
Is he
guy
doing
from
anything
the
right now?
Wonder Years?
Yeah.
Fred Savage is a non-negotiable.
What do you mean? You're going to walk?
We're going to walk. If you don't get Fred Savage as an apostle, we will walk.
Okay, I'm going to go over here and look into this mirror and gesture wildly, okay?
Okay. I think we're going to get Fred
I
Savage.
think he's going to get us Fred.
You know that was my hall pass, honey. You know that was my hall pass. If we meet Fred Savage, it's done for us.
If you could fuck an apostle, why would I get in your way for, that I'd be a bad husband.
See, that's why I love you.
All right. So it sounds like having sex with the apostles might be a big deal for
Also
you.
a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Also a
We
non-negotiable.
need Megan Fox on the apostles too.
We're talking 14 now.
And the old book, they frowned on the whole sex thing. We're a very sex positive society now. I feel
Okay.
like we should get more sex into this.
Would you two consider yourselves sex nerds?
Yeah.
Okay.
We call ourselves surds.
Surds. All right. Okay. Would it be helpful if Tony Hawk, as your Lord and Savior, were to maybe pass out sex toys, maybe at church every weekend?
Very helpful.
This would be helpful?
Very helpful.
I feel like you just crossed the line.
In what way?
You didn't cross it far enough.
Okay. Where
That's
would you
how
like
you
me
crossed
to go?
it. You crossed it by not crossing it.
Yeah. Let's push
We're
boundaries.
offended that you didn't push the boundary harder.
What would you like me to do?
You should have suggested that Tony Hawk whip it out.
Let me go over and talk with the mirror.
That loincloth's been blocking all the fun stuff for years. Let it show.
Take that to your people.
I'm gonna level with you. I have somebody who is sort of a decision maker on the other side of this mirror.
Is
here.
it Chris Angel Mind Freak?
It's Tony Hawk.
Whoa.
He
We already got him?
We're in talks.
Honey,
Okay.
Tony Hawk is your hall pass.
I was always into skateboarding when I was younger.
Listen, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to see if I can get him to whip it out and be your hall pass. I think that we're onto something, folks. This is the most interesting, and I'll be honest, holistic focus group that we've had on this topic in weeks. I like the way the two of you think. Now, the
We're
two of
family
you,
people.
you came in together, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
We came into this world together and we're going to die together.
All right.
We have a death thing.
If I were to produce both of your hall passes, do you think you would leave together?
Yeah, all four of us.
As a
Taking them with us.
as a couple.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Quapple.
I mean, if he is the Lord and Savior, he's got to go.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Once he signs the papers, listen, I'm going to go and I'll be right back and I will have some whip it out style answers in a moment, okay?
I love
All
it.
right. Thank you, Troy.
Thank you guys. Some of those hospice places seem like it's just a dusty old fart farm. But maybe you could make hospice into something that's cool, satisfying, and a heart-pounding adventure.
Oh, yeah.
There's a new way to hospice. It's the Red Hot Chili Hospice, filled with 88 high-definition televisions. Whoa! Hot tubs, swimming pools, and water slides in every bathtub.
I may about to die, but I also want to get my fuck on.
There's only one place where you know that you can get all the intravenous drugs, designer drugs, and mind-altering holotropics that you want, or that Grandma and Grandpa want. Do you have a painful, debilitating disease? Maybe you want to come to Red Hot Chili Hospice.
I love Red Hot Chili Hospice. I ring the beer bong bell for 20 ounces of Dud Light at any time, day or night.
Grandpa, I feel funny.
Me too, Billy. Me too.
At Red Hot Chili Hospice, there are wet t-shirt concerts every weekend.
Oh, man. I haven't seen gams like that since the war.
How do you feel, Mr. Wilson?
Rock hard.
Snort this. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, I'm out of this world.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
On the days I don't use the virtual reality to go to outer space, I spend my time watching hot guys playing indoor sand volleyball 24/7.
I may be about to die, but I love to watch two ripped men go bare knuckle fight in an MMA match to rival the ages.
It's your life. You can either watch it eke by painfully or make it go by thrillingly. Come to Red Hot Chili Hospice.
Nurse, I'm out of vodka.
Sponsored by Dud Light.
With chaplains on staff, including people from the new Church of the Tony Hawk Sacrament.
In Tony Hawk, I trust. Shred it, Tony.
Hi, I'm not Tony Hawk, but I played him on a TV movie. I want you to know that this weekend at the Red Hot Chili Hospice, we'll be giving away Monster Energy drinks and tiramisu like it's going out of style. If that doesn't get your heart beating to the point where the nurses have to be brought in, I don't know what will.
If you're not almost dying, you ain't living.
I really could go for a little manicotti. That's the savior taste I know to love.
So come check us out today. because tomorrow's too late. The only newscast that you'll ever need. 41 KHOA. The greatest TV newscast in the South.
Hi, I'm Ted Thompson.
And I'm Rebecca Rebeckinson.
And tonight, we talk about new technologies emerging.
Interesting new development in the South. As a way to offset global warming, it seems as though certain counties and regions have become clothing optional.
Yeah, we want to make it so that if it's too damn hot, too damn humid out, you can just ditch your britches wherever the hell you need to. Because, you know, used to be you could just take your shirt off, but we want to make it so you can drop your drawers, leave your britches, and just feel at home, whether you're at home or in the city.
You heard it here first from Slow Willie. It's time to ditch those britches in an effort to save the world.
And now let's go to Tech Talk with French Techler.
Hello, I am French Techler with the new tech report. And this year, Furbies are back in town.
French, tell us about those Furbies. Is this just a fad? What are they doing new? Can they play my MP3s? Can I hook Alexa up to them?
No.
All right.
Same as back in 1992.
Same Furby. Are you just trying to unload some Furbies that you had in your storage, French?
Well, did I have a surplus? Yes. But it's been sweeping the nation.
What part of the nation? Is it the alley near your house where you sell those Furbies?
There's been an uptick.
Uh-huh. Because you've been talking about it on my show.
Right. So, do you want a Furby?
No, I want you to talk about what's going on in tech. We got AI. We got all that stuff going on now, French.
This one, the eyes flap.
Not AI. Artificial intelligence.
No, 2 eyes.
All right.
This just in. It seems as though 15 shipping containers of Furbies has washed up on the shores of Virginia Beach. Stay tuned as more updates come in.
All right, and we're back.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Casa Shopping Network.
In the last hour, we had chimeneas for your casita, and we are keeping with that Southwestern theme for the whole morning today, but we do want to talk about a whole East Coast collection, including waffle iron makers. That's right. They don't make waffles. They make waffle irons. How amazing is that?
You just take the hot metal, pour it into the frame, and then look at that.
Whoa.
Look how easy that is.
Don't burn yourself.
You just get a waffle maker just like that. I cannot tell you, Brian. I was talking to my husband yesterday, and I was saying I can't make enough waffle makers.
And don't you love waffles?
I love waffles.
When your guests come, how great of a treat is
Yeah,
that?
but the unsung hero, the waffle maker.
The waffle maker. And if you had something that could make a waffle maker for you, imagine you'd never have to go to the store Christmas morning. Oh, I forgot my waffle maker. Oh, I gotta go.
You know who's the waffle maker in my house? Me. And
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Looks like we've got a caller coming in now. Looks like we got Tony from Daytona. Tony, how are you?
Hi, am I on the air?
You're on the air, Tony. Go ahead.
Long-time watcher, first-time listener.
Tell us what you think about these lovely, wonderful. Look at that. We just flipped it. It's a waffle maker.
Unbelievable. The past 15 years, I've just been dumping batter into pans, and it just comes out like a flat, kind of like a cake that's like flat.
Right, and now I'm sure you
Flat
got
as a pan.
You got the waffle iron maker.
Yeah.
And now you're making waffle irons, and then you're making waffles with those waffle irons. Is that right?
Not waffles.
Okay, what are you making?
anything but a waffle.
Well, that's actually a good
Great point. Great
because
point.
anything you put in that waffle iron becomes a waffle.
I can't tell you how much my kids love waffle-shaped bacon.
I put tater tots, bacon, a little bit of batter, a crack an egg in there, and 2 pickles. It's amazing, folks.
That's why I call you Crazy Brian. You're Crazy Brian.
Savory waffles. And it looks just like a waffle, but it's not a waffle. It's more like an omelet. It's like an egg white omelet with a yolk in it and some
I put a bird
bacon.
in it.
What?
I put a bird in it.
Did he just say he put a bird in it?
All right, seems like we lost Tony from Daytona. Looks
It was
like
a robin.
All right, let's go for our next product here. Look at this. It's your very own Furby organizer.
Wow.
Brian, you've been in the same place I have, I'm sure.
You have 80 Furbies, and all of their clothes are interchangeable.
And you don't know what to do with them all. Do I just set them out on my coffee table? Absolutely not. With this 360 rotating Furby organizer with the expandable pack of outfit sorting, your problems are gone.
And did you see on the news that there's a shipment of Furbies coming in to a city near you probably right now?
We've all got Furbies coming out our ears. And it looks like we got a caller here. Caller, we got Tracy from the state of Maine. Tracy, how are you?
Hi, y'all.
Hey, Tracy.
I just gotta say, this new Furby organizer is unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
I've been collecting Furbies now for, I don't know, good 27 years. And
Wow.
I can't believe the new updates with that new Furby.
Yeah.
The eyes that blink twice.
Right, exactly. And so many people have called in and said the eyes that blink twice. These are some of the best Furbies that they've got out there right now. And here's something that most people don't know. These are not made in China any longer. These Furbies are now made right here in North America, in Central America technically, but close. They are not made overseas. They are driven here and then probably go through the Panama Canal.
How wonderful. Lovely little nugget of information. I just have to say, my Furbies have never looked more show ready, more guest ready, or just all around beautiful until I got this Furby organizer.
And now we got another product. Look at this. It's a home carousel. That's right. It is a 16-horse carousel that you can fit in your apartment or your backyard. It could fit in a large living room.
How wonderful is this? All you need is 525 square feet.
Yeah, well, and you know, the carousel itself is only about 8 feet wide, but you do need that 500 plus just to get the base down.
The base and for safety reasons.
Yes, it is unsafe without that base, and also the machinery, it has to be kept at least 25 feet away, due, of course, to the intense heat.
And I would just like the record to show. Oh, we got a caller. Caller, are you getting this this carousel for your house?
I'm gonna put it in my basement.
How wonderful! A lovely place for a carousel. Do you want to dress up that drab space? Am I right?
I wanna ride the horse.
Uh-huh.
Can I ride the horse?
When you get it, you can ride it to your heart's content. What's your name?
Gabe.
Gabe. And do you love a carousel? Do you have good memories of them when you were a kid?
That's where my father left me.
Wow!
Now I'll never leave my dad. And he'll never leave me.
Because it'll be in your house.
In my basement.
In your basement.
How hot is the heat it throws?
You gotta have. Do you have a 500-foot plus basement, Gabe?
No.
All right. Well, this might. We'll talk with the manufacturer. Okay.
Fun for the full family. Looks like we'll talk to you later, Gabe. Have a good day.
I miss my dad.
Now, you know, I bought one of these for Margaret and the girls, and they love it. All their friends are on these horses all the time. They all have different names.
Oh my gosh.
There's one named Petunia, one named Ivory.
Yeah.
There's two that are sisters. One is a Gwendolyn and the other one is a Grendolyn.
And knowing Margaret, she probably named one of them Cabaret.
Yeah, how did you know that?
Tell Margaret we have to meet up for coffee sometime.
She called it, you know what she called one in honor of you? Chardonnay.
Oh my gosh, she's a hoot and a half. This is makes me just so excited to talk about our next product. What we have here is actually inspired by this new movement in certain states where they're now allowing employees and citizens to be clothing optional in honor of global warming.
Yeah, because global warming has been sticking thighs to sacks and lips to legs. We are now trying out in certain states a clothing optional policy.
Exactly. So this next product is a high-tech, certified, top-of-the-line pair of nipple warmers.
We have an inventor with us today. He invented that very thing that we're talking about here.
Oh my gosh. And I just have to say, my nipples have never been warmer.
I can tell you're sweating.
I'm sweating. It really gets the blood flowing, I have to say. So looks like our inventor here is
Dr. Riementaler.
That's right, Dr. Riementaler, but all my friends call me Klaus.
Hi, Klaus.
Yes, that is good. Yes, I have rather large nipples and cold all the time.
I can see that right now.
Yeah, they're poking through, but hand me one of those cover-ups.
Oh, here you go. Wait, would you like the cheetah print or the Viva Las Vegas?
I'm not a whore, so I'll take the cheetah.
Sorry.
Here you go.
Look, perfectly warm, perfectly covered.
Wow, that's quite incredible. Is it supposed to smoke?
That is the warming effect.
And over here
Oh
on,
my gosh, it just exploded
is
a little.
is he okay?
It's as planned. They explode, and then they cover up the nipple
It looks like your
with the
nipple's
blister.
gone.
Yeah.
And we had Lauren. She was going to model the one that I guess was the whore one from his description, but I'm going to say no. Lauren, don't come out with that one.
Lauren,
That
don't
sounds-
put these on. Let's just say if you want to keep your nipples, don't put them on. But for the listeners at home, it's fun for the whole family.
I've been working out the kinks while working out my own kinks.
It seems like it. Now, in some of these clothing optional states, they're still dealing with chafing. The air is really dry. These nipple warmers.
What are the complainers?
I'm saying these nipple warmers are helping out, with this product. What other products are you have you brought here on Casa Shopping?
Yes. Well, one that I'm quite proud of is the Schlongflanger.
The Schlongflanger.
Right. And it's like a small jacket for your schwanz, yeah?
Okay, and that way, if you're maybe a little bit modest, you don't mind people seeing the crack, but you don't want them to see the stack. Is
Yes.
that what you're saying?
Indeed. The new legislations that are down in your lower Mason-Dixon line area.
Oh, it's like mittens
some people
for
are
your.
not ready to show it all.
It's like mittens for your Dickens.
That would have been a good name. That would have been a good name.
My husband always tells me I'm great at naming stuff, especially penis-related things.
Klaus, you idiot. Dick and mitten. What was I thinking?
We're gonna have to keep moving now, Klaus. We have another product here.
Thank you for coming, Klaus.
Do you have a
I'll
family member who is maybe at in their last days? Maybe they want
Yes.
to have a couple of really nice days or years in a hospice. Well, this ain't your daddy's hospice. This is the Red Hot Chili Hospice. And look, they are giving you 1 free month when you sign up through Casa Television at Casa Shopping right here with us. And
I have to tell you, Brian.
Go ahead.
I sent my Nana there, and she just loved the heck out of it. She wasn't even dying. She had a great time. And I have to say, her favorite part, the water slides.
my parents have been there for almost a year. There's nothing wrong with them. but they've developed a morphine addiction. They look like models. They've never been this thin or moody looking.
I
It's
saw your
fantastic.
parents. Never been sexier.
They are. This is the sexiest my folks have ever looked.
You throw them on that carousel you have, and they look like models, scary models.
It looks like a really creepy ad for very, very beautiful old people. When my parents ride that carousel, that's why the kids refuse to ride it for a couple of days after mom and dad leave.
I love seeing your parents on that carousel because it just reminds me of the impermanence of life and the imminent of death.
So, do we have a caller for the Red Hot Chili Hospice?
Oh, looks like we've got. Looks like it's
There we go.
Johnson, Mr. Johnson. Go ahead.
Or is Johnson your first name?
Johnson.
Johnson. Go ahead.
So my papa is old age now, and I'm lying. This is Klaus.
It was Klaus.
Klaus.
I do have family members that I'm trying to get rid of, and is there any way for me to enroll them into this?
It's the hottest hospice in town. I'm sure
Yeah.
you can make something happen. You just got to grease a couple of palms, Klaus.
Make it seem like a gift, and then everybody wants it.
Exactly.
What about the Schwanzcover?
The Schwanz.
Can I grease your palms with a Schwanzcover?
It sounds gross when you say it like that, but you know what? We're going to talk about it, and you know what? In the next hour, we are going to have to leave, but Katie and Paul are going to be out here in just a little while.
And before we go, let's just give a quick demonstration and put one of these wonderful Furbies into a waffle maker.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Absolutely. Put your cocksock in there, too.
Instant Microwave Fuzz is a weekly improvised sketch comedy podcast recorded live at the Fuzzbox Studios in Lahaina, Hawaii, on the beautiful island of Maui. To learn more about the Fuzzbox Studios and their mission to encourage, inspire, and empower individuals in developing their creative visions and by providing an environment to cultivate their skills and talents, check us out at fuzzboxproductions.com. Check out our website for instantmicrowavefuzz.buzzsprout.com. You can find us on Patreon, YouTube, and Instagram under Instant Microwave Fuzz. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms. Support the show on Patreon at Instant Microwave Fuzz. And big thanks to our patrons, Will, Alan, Paul, and Laura. Thanks to all of you. We'll see you next week. Thank you.